everybody, welcome to the Dex, where we cover trivia and strategy for different Pokemon each week. I'm Parasol Lady Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz, sorry, give me a minute.
What's the deal, girl?
I'm just hung up, man. I can't quite figure out this week's Pokemon. It's really distracting.
Well, yeah, but,
what?
Huh? Oh, whoa, that is distracting. He kind of looks like Ampharos, but, like, not really.
Yeah, see?
It's Breloom!
Breloom's a weirdo, man. Yeah, he's that bipedal whatever he is from Gen 3. Is he a kangaroo or what? Is Ampharos a kangaroo?
Well, he is the mushroom Pokemon, so at least we can agree that he's somewhat mushroom-inspired, right? So why don't we start with his name and see if we can't make some headway?
All right. So, Breloom's name is most likely a portmanteau of umbrella and mushroom. And we know umbrella mushrooms are any mushrooms with a wide cap, just like Breloom's head. So this is looking pretty solid.
And more specifically, Breloom looks a lot like a specific umbrella-type mushroom called Hydrocybe psittacina, or parrot toadstool. They come in green or orange-red, just like Breloom.
And look at that beaky face, those talons and the feathery ruff around his neck. Are those little flipper arms actually featherless wings? Who knows, dude? I'm no mycologist. I'm no ornithologist.
Really, it's Breloom's rare grass fighting typing that makes him shine. Virizion and Chestnut are the only others with it, but Breloom's still the weirder in the bunch because on him, the typing just doesn't make any sense.
It's true. Biologically speaking, there's absolutely no call.
So would you say...
What?
Would you say that's some bad Pokemon?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, what?
That's, bad Pokemon science!
Science rules.
Now before we hit the catchphrases, let's lay some biological groundwork. Every form of life on this planet is classified by its taxonomic rank.
We humans are Homo sapiens, gray wolves are Canis lupus, and the parrot toadstool is a Hydrocybe psittacina. Those are genus and species names, but there are other, even broader terms for classifying life.
The gray wolf, for example, is in Kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora, family Canidae, genus Canis, species Lupus. That's a ton of words.
Yeah, and what that means is the lower you get on the taxonomic ladder, the more specific it gets, and animals with similar taxonomy are more closely related.
The red fox shares its kingdom, phylum, class, order, and family with the gray wolf, but it's in the genus Vulpes and the species Vulpes.
Vulpix?
Nah, dude, Vulpes. So, the higher up the ladder you are, the more different you are, which is where my beef with grass fighting type Breloom begins because he's a mushroom Pokemon. And that's bad science!
You might think, mushroom, plant, same difference, but then you'd be a bad scientist because mushroom are fungi, and that's an entirely separate kingdom from plants. They're as different as plants and animals. Bad scientists do bad science!
So why not poison instead of grass type? Mushrooms do all kinds of crazy stuff to your brain, man. It's not just because he's green, is it? Because that is some stinky bad science, Madukas.
And what about the fighting type? Who's Breloom gonna Mach Punch with his weird little arm wing flippers? Force palm? What palm, dude? Sky uppercut? You can't even raise your arms over your head. That is some bad science!
Wow, man. And you know, the jury's still out on Breloom being a kangaroo, but the only connection we can find is that kangaroo is often served alongside mushrooms at meals.
Yeah, why would he be a fighting kangaroo served as food alongside parrot mushrooms?
I don't know, man.
But, speaking of fighting, but maybe not kangaroo.
Oh, cool it. Everyone knows it's time for battle strategy. Pokemon!
I gotta be real with you guys. I think Breloom's one of the most reliable and useful additions to any Pokemon team, and this strategy here is my personal favorite. Start with an adamant one, and super train it in attack and speed.
Breloom is built to be a lead and should start almost every battle off with a Spore because it has perfect accuracy and guarantees sleep if it hits. Just be aware of enemy grass types and magic bouncers that can block you.
If your opponent doesn't freak out about Spore too much and actually attacks you, make sure Breloom's got the Focus Sash to survive a one-hit KO. This is also a free hit you can save for later if Spore does connect.
From there, take advantage of Breloom's ability Technician, which multiplies the strength of attack 60 power or below by 1.5, with moves like Bullet Seed, which will hit at least twice at almost 60 power with Stab.
Keep Technician rolling with a 90 power Rock Tomb that drops your opponent's speed one stage, and because your Breloom forces some switches and protects, try and sneak in a Stab Focus Punch for 225 power. Gets him every time.
Of course, that's not the only way to train a Breloom, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
Mach Punch, Terrain Punch, and Force Palm also work great in place of Focus Punch, and all have distinct advantages. Horse Palm and Mach Punch get that Technician boost too.
Especially bulky Breloom with Protect and Leech Seed also works well, and if you give it a Toxic Orb, you can protect yourself against status conditions and take advantage of another ability, Poison Heal.
And finally, if you're feeling confident, swap out that Focus Sash for a Life Orb for even more damage per turn. This little guy is a powerhouse.
So that's it. Breloom, the fighting non-plant kangaroo that tastes delicious served with mushrooms. As a mushroom? Either way, there's a recipe in the description below.
If you like what we do here, subscribe, watch all the videos you missed, and if you want to give back, sign up at patreon.com/thatonevideogamer for all kinds of donation incentives.
Yeah, man, join us for a private stream or two, and who knows, you too could have your name scroll over end credits. I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm Parasol Lady Alex. Tune in next week for an Arnis and Gygax episode of
The Dex.
With moves like Bullet Seed, which will hit at... I see. From there, take advantage of Breloom's ability Technician, which multiplies the strength, multiple pies. With moves like Bullet Seed, which will hit, shoot, Pikachu. With moves like Bullet Seed, which will hit at least twice at almost 60 power with Base Stab. Base Stab? Base Stab? What is Base Stab? Oh. With moves like Bullet Seed, which will hit at least twice at almost 60 power with Stab. Thank you.